Hello everyone, this is Bodhi and welcome back to another Minecraft video. We are back once again on the Cornerstone SMP that we started off in the last video. And honestly, I'm starting this video right after publishing the first one because I am so excited to keep getting things done on here. I love the start of a new server or a new world or anything like that, and I have some plans and projects in mind, but right now I'm actually a little bit mad because as you can see from my experience, I have level 7, meaning I just died. I was standing right here, and I was AFK, I was getting ready to start recording, and then a zombie walked up and killed me. I was able to get all my stuff back, but the saddest part is that I had just spent around 20 minutes mining up some quartz to get level 30. And I had level 30, and I was gonna go get an enchant as the start of this video, but we lost it all, and now we're back to level 7. So I'm a little bit angry, but that's okay. Honestly, we have plans today for a better way to get XP than just mining. So, yeah, why don't we go ahead and get that started? But before we do that, I wanted to show you guys the small adjustments I made to the house. I told you I would probably be doing some detail work for it off camera, and I definitely did. I added in some stripped spruce to all around the house just to add texture variation to the spruce planks, which I think looks good, makes it look a little bit nicer and more complete. And then, so yeah, as you can see, the house exterior is pretty much completely done now. I also moved around some of the windows and stuff so that they make more sense with the interior, because I got parts of the interior done as well. So if we go into the back door here, the bottom floor is still a work in progress. I don't know exactly what to put down here, and I should really redo like some of the floor, make it look a little bit nicer. But one of the things that's pretty cool is we ended up curing our zombie villager. I went to another fortress, got some blaze rods, and was able to craft or brew the weakness potions and golden apples, and we got him all set up to be a normal villager. He doesn't have a profession yet because I'm not sure if we want to give him like a lectern or if we want to give him a composter, because I'm not sure if I want to trade him for solely emeralds or also try to get enchanted books. I'm not sure yet. But in the meantime, we also did the interior. The upstairs is looking pretty nice. We have some basic, very basic storage, like sorted into some different categories and stuff. And, but this is not going to be enough, so we might have to work on the storage solution later on today. Well, like I said, I did just go and get a bunch of quartz, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and then on this side, we also have furnaces so that we can smelt up our stuff and everything. And we also have these parts of the towers, which honestly, I don't know what to put in here because, I mean, it's just a 3x3 space. So I can't even fit like an enchanting setup in here or anything. So those will probably stay empty for the time being. But if you guys have any ideas for the towers or the bottom floor, feel free to let me know. Because I don't do a lot of interiors. Like, it's not like... Obviously, this isn't the fanciest thing. It's just functional for the start of the game. Although I think it looks pretty nice with like the beams and stuff and the wood. I think it looks cool. But yeah, our starter house really came together, and it's honestly barely a starter house. It's a pretty big structure for a first build. And so yeah, it came together really nice. But like I said, we're going to be working on a way to get more XP and get some enchantments finally. So let's go ahead and head over to where we're going to be doing that. Okay, so right now we're just at the spawn location of the Cornerstone SMP, which is right by me. It's by those portals over there. And what I'm doing here is actually, I wanted to set up sort of a community farm for everyone to use. And what we're going to be setting up is a skeleton grinder that people can use for XP. So I found one that's pretty close to spawn that we can use. Hopefully I can just find it back in the forest here. But, yeah, I wanted to make a farm for the community to use because some people were very generous enough to let me use their enchant setup, which I obviously haven't done yet since I just lost all my levels. But, yeah, once I have enough levels, I'm going to be using that, so I decided to make something for the rest of the server, or I'm going to at least. Right down here, and actually extremely close to the surface, is a skeleton grinder, and so I am going to be turning this into, or not a skeleton grinder, it's just a dungeon right now. I'm going to be making it a skeleton grinder. I've always, for the past several years, used a really old design by Exumavoid because dungeons have not really changed since they came out. So it's pretty simple, But this time around, I decided to go with something a little bit different. It's just a slight modification by Il Mango, and I'll leave the link in the description to the dungeon farm that he designed, and it just has a slight modification so that it takes the skeletons that spawn on top of here and flushes them off. And that actually increases it by just a little bit, but it's enough to make a difference. So I think we'll try that out this time around, and maybe it'll be noticeable, maybe it won't, but it's not that hard to build at all. Like, I just need a little bit of redstone components, but it's really not that much. So first off, we're gonna start digging this thing out, and then yeah, we'll start getting the farm put together. And I'm not gonna bore you guys by making you sit through that whole process. I'll just show you a few clips from it here and there, and hopefully it'll be finished really quickly. So here we go. Alright, not bad at all. A pretty simple design. The new modification wasn't hard to implement at all, and now we're having skeletons rolling in. And if you're wondering what this giant tube behind me is, it's to actually soften the mobs to one hit. And since it's so near to the surface, we actually had to bring it up outside of the ground. Maybe later on we can make it look better, but it's not too bad, especially since there's no one living right super close to here. But it's okay for now. It's an early game farm. It probably won't even get used once we have better XP farms in the future, but for right now, it's probably pretty useful because, I don't think anyone else really has XP farms so far, but I could be wrong. But anyway, it's free for everyone to use, so as long as you're standing here, the skeletons will spawn, inside the dungeon and then be shot up with the soul sand elevator and then drop down close to 24 blocks so that, or maybe it's 23, so that they're a one-hit kill. You can even punch them with your fist and they'll die, and then the loot goes into here, and it doesn't look great down here, but honestly, I don't really feel the need to decorate this. I might make it look a little bit nicer at some point, but seeing as it probably won't get used a whole heck of a lot after the early game, I don't really mind too much. So yeah, it's done, and I think the one thing that I am gonna say about this farm is, I think that I'm gonna say that people can take any of the loot except for the bones, and the reason is that the bones will actually be useful to people for bone meal, so I actually want to sell those. I'm not trying to be too greedy here. I'm already letting people use the farm, but I do want to keep the bones. But that being said, they can take the bows and the arrow, so if they happen to hit a skeleton and get like a power 5, I don't know if that's even possible, but a power bow, they can go ahead and take that. So take any of the loot, except the bones. So anyone can take anything they want except the bones. Yeah, but besides that, I don't really mind, and I'm gonna just sit here, honestly, and grind up to 30 levels because I really want to get an enchanted diamond pickaxe. I have the diamonds to make one, and I really need some efficiency. Already mining that out with iron was kind of annoying, but at least it wasn't too big of an area. So yeah, I'll catch you guys back when we have level 30, or I might even get a few extra levels so that we can do a couple enchantments. But yeah, see you guys in a minute. Okay, so here we are now at Will's base, and we are finally ready for some enchants. As you can see, we got 33 levels, and he has offered anyone to use his enchanting setup for free, as long as you have your own lapis and stuff. So I actually brought all of my diamonds with me, because I'm not sure what we want to enchant yet. I'm pretty sure I want to get a pickaxe, but I'd like to see what options I have available first. So, okay, probably not going to go with the sword. Ooh, a silk touch pickaxe could be good. And that's going to be the same for the shovel. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Maybe we could get a bow enchant. Power 4 is not bad. I think I might go with Silk Touch because even though it's not as good as Fortune for a first pickaxe, we can save the diamonds to be mined later. So let's go ahead and craft that up. And then even after we get that, we will still have another level 30 enchant so we can check again. So Let's see, yeah, Silk Touch, boom. Oh, it's just Silk Touch, man, okay. That's not as good, but let's see if we can get anything better. Fortune 3, okay. Okay. Wow, alright, that is really good. Hopefully it applies to a diamond pickaxe as well, so I'll go ahead and make a second one. Yeah, hopefully, because sometimes the enchantments change. Oh, it's still Fortune 3, thank God. Sometimes it becomes Fortune 2 or something like that if you go to a higher level pickaxe, but Minecraft is doing me a solid today. Oh my God, yes! Yes, that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so now we have a Silk Touch pickaxe and an Efficiency 4, Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3 pickaxe. Not a bad day for enchanting, for sure. And just out of curiosity, I want to see what enchant we could get next. We get a Sharpness 4 sword, that's really good. Another Efficiency 4 tool. Depth Strider boots, I think I'll have to go with that once we get more diamonds. Okay, Protection 3. Blast Protect. Okay, yeah, so if we get more diamonds, I think I'm going to be going with Depth Strider because swimming slowly has been pretty annoying, I'm not going to lie. But anyway, we can head back to our place now, and I'll make sure to thank Wilt for using his enchant setup. I think we also could have used one from H. Hicks if we wanted to. But we still don't have our own. We'll have to get one at some point so we don't have to travel through the nether. But, yeah. We can go ahead and head back now, and I think I'm going to do a little bit of a branch mining session just to get a good use out of these pickaxes, and then I think we'll move on to some building, because I have a little bit of a plan in mind for today. Alright, so I finished up doing some mining, and I actually found 2 veins of diamonds, and so I ended up with, I believe I got 11 more, because I already had 1 left, and the reason I had 1 left is because I actually went and enchanted these boots. Now, unfortunately, it didn't give me, like, protection or anything, but Death Strider's still really good, and it's gonna feel extremely nice to actually not be slow again. Yes! Oh my God. It's actually... Wow. Yeah, this lake has been really annoying, especially since you can't swim if you're not in the deep part. But yeah, now that we have Depth Strider, that's gonna be a lot better. So now that we're done with that, we actually have enough for 1 more enchant, so I think I'll go head over and get one. And then, I don't need to... I'm probably not going to show you guys that, but then I'll be back here, and I think we can get started with some building. Okay, so I lied about 1 more enchant, because it's actually been quite a bit of time since the last clip. I've been doing several things, and one of those things is I was gathering some more XP through various methods, and I got some more enchanted tools and armor. So, I already had the pickaxe and the boots. I went back and got an axe, and unfortunately it only gave me Unbreaking. I really wanted an axe, because I'm deforesting a little bit of the Mega Taiga. And then I got a sword with Looting 3 and Sharpness 4, which isn't bad at all. I do wish it had Sweeping Edge, but that's okay for now. And then lastly, I got a Respiration 3 Diamond Helmet, and it only came with Respiration 3, but I mean, that's fine. That's kind of one of the most important enchantments on a helmet. It just kind of sucks that none of our armor has protection, except for these gold leggings, which I'm probably not going to be wearing except for when I'm in the nether and right now. But besides that, now that I've shown you guys that, I wanted to show you guys how many diamonds I've gotten, because look at this. I actually went on a mining spree because I wanted to get some more use out of this pickaxe before we have to stop using it. So I got a ton of diamonds, and then I used some of them on to make some more tools and stuff. But also, the reason there's this 1 diamond down here is because we got this friendship diamond dropped off from Shoes with Laces. So that was pretty nice of him. I don't think I'm going to use it for anything right now, but hey, maybe later on we can craft it into a friendship sword? I don't know. But I'm just going to keep it for right now. But yeah, our valuables is looking pretty cool. We also got a ton of iron and some gold and stuff. Also a bunch of lapis. Redstone's in here. A bunch of coal as well. And so our chests are looking pretty good. But the problem that we're confronted with now is that we are running out of space because these are just barrels. And I knew that this wasn't going to be permanent, and to be honest with you, one of my favorite things to build in Minecraft is storage systems. And for me right now, it's still the early game, so we're not going to go anything crazy like a full auto sorting system or anything like that. It's just going to be like some simple storage, but that can hold a lot more stuff than these simple barrels here. So I started planning out a new build, and I think that we might finally have a time-lapse in today's episode, because I didn't do one last time. Not that there has to be a time-lapse in every Minecraft video, but I think that it might be better to, for this build to have a time-lapse. So I just have like the foundation planned out, And it's going to be sort of a storage hall, like I said. And honestly, I don't even know. I might even feel like doing some more building after that. We could build up some more structures around here, depending on how much time we have. But yeah, I mean, I'm already thinking like several steps ahead. Just I have a bunch of ideas for structures to build in this area, and I think it's going to be really cool. But for right now, we're going to focus on the storage hall, and then hopefully we have enough wood to put a bunch of chests in here. I did have to take out a bunch of trees in this area, so we've been gathering up spruce, but we're going to go with a similar style to this one. It's going to look similar, being like sort of monochromatic with the brown and the wood color, but I think I could throw in maybe a couple more details to differentiate it a little bit from this build, hopefully. Not sure yet, but we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and throw on the replay mod and do our first time lapse on the Cornerstone SMP. So I'll see you guys after this is all done. Okay, check it out, guys. We have finished this build, and I think for the most part, it turned out pretty well. Definitely a very basic structure design, but for this type of build with just for storage, I think it came out really nice. And there's a couple things that I think I might want to switch up that I'm not totally set on. First of all, I'm not completely sure how I feel about the black stone on the top. I wanted to switch up the roof style to make it look a little bit more, just give it like an accent over this, and especially since that roof is so long and it just goes across the same pattern, I thought throwing the black stone in will be a good idea. I'm not sure how much I like it, but one thing I think I'm going to try to do right now is actually, I think I'm gonna terraform this a little bit so that it doesn't, this side right here doesn't feel as tall and flat, because if we can bring the dirt level up a little bit, then it can encase like this whole thing here, and I think that that's probably gonna make it look a little bit better. And then the other thing that I wasn't sure about was the floor design. I thought that this would be cool, but I think that it's actually way too bright. Like, just the andesite and the stone, oh, I did not mean to do that. The andesite and the stone is probably way too bright. I think it's too light of a stone color, so perhaps we should go back to some cobblestone and maybe mix in like some stone bricks and stuff like that. I don't know, we need some darker colors because this doesn't fit, so I'm pretty sure I'm 100% going to change the floor. But aside from all of that, I think that this is actually really, it came out really nice. Like, the chest coming through the fences looks really nice, and then I had the idea to use the backsides of barrels for a like secondary spruce texture, and then trapdoors, just so we can have it all sort of the same color scheme, but at the same time it doesn't feel like the repetitive texture over and over again. Oops. So yeah, I think hopefully the terraforming makes it look a little bit better. Oh yeah, we're growing some trees in the river now because I had to harvest some, and you're probably wondering why I don't just grab them from all around here, but the truth is, I don't want to clear out the forest unless I know I'm gonna build there, because I want to keep the nice biome feel in all the places that I can. So obviously I deforested in the area there and around it, but unless I know I'm gonna build a structure, I want to keep the trees up, because without them, the Mega Taiga loses part of its atmosphere. So yeah, I think with the terraforming like that, it looks a little bit better. This looks a little bit too long. Yeah, so I think that it definitely looks a little bit better, and hope maybe we can grow a tree here to put Podzol back in this, because it doesn't really fit right now. But either way, I think our next goal will probably be to start connecting up. Now that we have multiple structures, will be to connect up. So we'll have to come up with a path design, that's for sure. Yeah, I was thinking that maybe we could use this type of thing for a path design, but I do not like it. I'm sorry, I just do not like it. So I might go more towards a path design that uses like texture variation of path blocks, dirt, coarse dirt, gravel, like stuff like that. So we'll see where that goes. Another order of business is obviously labeling all of these chests and filling them all up. Maybe I can buy a bulk deal of leather from someone and then craft a bunch of item frames and get myself my own enchanting station, because I really need one. But yeah, I think honestly this build looks really good. Okay, well, this spot right here was gonna be my lookout point to see what I had built in today's episode, along with what I've already built, but now the trees are blocking it. So where do we stand now? We'll just stand in the water here. Okay, well, anyway, that's gonna have to be about it for today, because that's a pretty big build, actually. I had to get a lot of wood for it, especially since we don't have any of that automized yet. And I really like how it looks, and I'm gonna change a few things up, like the floor, and I'll probably label a lot of the items and sort them out off camera, just because like there's not really much entertainment that comes out of that. So I'll probably get a lot of that stuff done off camera, and I think in the next episode we'll expand this village even more, and maybe we can start to build buildings that have actual like industrial farms inside, because I like to dabble in both the aesthetic building and also the technical building, even though I don't, I'm nowhere near the people who like understand tons and tons about the intricacies of this game. I do like to build industrial farms and get tons of resources, and it's probably time for us to start looking into building a shop, because mining diamonds is only going to get us so far. But yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm probably going to be producing videos at a somewhat fast rate, since I am really hyped about the server starting. And so yeah, this one will probably be coming out a day or two after my first one. Wow. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and are enjoying this series so far. And yeah, leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and please subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more of this type of content, and more of the Cornerstone SMP coming very soon. And yeah, comment letting me know what you guys thought about the video as well, and any ideas you have for the base or how to make it better, or what we could do on this server. But for now, guys, this has been Bodhi, and I will go ahead and see you all in the next episode.